Welcome back, beauties. Angela Denise here. Today we are doing a full face, with an exception of the concealer, of new makeup releases. And I'm super excited because I'm trying out some really good finds. A combination of both drugstore and high-end. If you like these types of videos, honey, click that subscribe button first of all and keep on watching.
Wake up in the morning, feeling fine. Lipstick on and it's my time. Mascara popping, eyes so bright. Foundation smooth, I'm feeling right. I love makeup. Oh.
Okay, we are going to go ahead and dive right into today's makeup. I'm super excited. I have a combination of drugstore and high-end products today. This one is one that I've heard many great things about. This is the Maybelline Super Stay Lumi Matte Foundation. I have two shades. 340 is a warm shade, 350 is a neutral shade. We're going to go ahead and swatch them here on my face to determine which shade I should be wearing. Shaking both shades up really good. Okay, this is 340 and this is 350. To be honest, on this one, I'm a little bit stumped because I feel like I can wear both shades. But we're going to go ahead and go with the shade 350. We're going to go ahead and do the neutral undertone. That's what I usually wear, is a neutral undertone. Okay, so we're going to do the shade 350 neutral. And first, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Grippy Serum Primer. This is I guess kind of like that e.l.f. gripping primer formulated with 2% niacinamide. Niacinamide is very good because it acts as a balancing ingredient to the skin. So if you produce or overproduce oil, it'll help balance that out. And if you are super dry, it'll help balance that out as well. So it is really a super ingredient. That's kind of why everyone's formulating their products with niacinamide these days. So I did use a complete dropper of the primer on my face. I do want that primer to set down a little bit before I go in with foundation. So I'm going to let it set on the skin for maybe 5 minutes before we go in with our foundation. Okay, we're going to go in with the shade 350, and I'm going to start with a pump. Liquidy consistency, not as liquidy as the Givenchy foundation that I recently tried out, but still a consistency that I really like. I'm also applying this foundation with a BK Beauty 101 foundation brush. And this is new to me. This is only the second time that I'm using it, and so far I do really like this brush. Due to the size of it, you can really get in there and get the foundation done really quick. And I love that it's a slanted makeup brush. It's looking good. And this is how the foundation looks blended out on the back of my hand. It's very pretty, very pretty. So far, I'm highly impressed. Okay, we are not going to be doing a contour today because we are going to be trying out this Haus Labs bronzer. It's like a bronzer blush shade all in one, although I'm not really going to use it that way because I have multiple products that I want to try to test out in this video. So I'm going to be using this kind of as my cream blush, if you will, because this is supposed to be one and done. So this is going to be the shade Glassy Clove. I do have these swatched in my haul video if you guys want to see all of the three. Well, I picked up 3 of the 4 shades that they came out with. So if you want to see the swatches, please refer to that video. Okay, this is the shade Glassy Clove. And it is very pretty. And how much do you get? Yeah, oh, you don't get that much. But anyway, if you want to see all of the shades in those new bronzers that came out, I'm going to link my haul video down below. So instead of swiping this on the face, I'm going to take my BK Beauty 109 brush, and I'm just going to pick up the product like this. This will just help me get more control over the product. Oh, that's pretty. So I'm going to start here. And this is what the product looks like blended out on the back of my hand. And here it is applied to the face. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful shade. The texture on the product is also very creamy. It does leave luminosity on the skin. I do naturally have texture. I don't feel like it has enhanced my texture whatsoever. I will admit, this is a Glassy Balm Blush. Okay, because I want to try out multiple products today. I'm going to go ahead and take my Dior Backstage Rosy Glow Stick Blush. And the packaging is so pretty. Just like the Dior Balm Sticks. It's the same packaging, just a bit larger. And I'm going to be applying the shade Rosewood. So the texture on these are a lot different than the Haus Labs Stick Balm. It's a little bit more sticky in texture, I see. It feels a lot more sticky in texture, which to me means that this is something that I wouldn't necessarily wear alone if you have textured skin. I guess not necessarily that you wouldn't wear alone. This is something that I would wear set with a powder or, another blush basically on top of it. So that is Rosewood. It's very luminous, very, very, very luminous. This is a dewy glow blush. So it's definitely giving the dew. You see it's very reflective on the cheek. So I do see that it does emphasize some texture. Again, I would always set this with powder unless you just have picture perfect skin, 20-year-old perfect skin, which I do not have. It's pretty though. Very, very pretty. My cheeks, my face, I feel like it looks very youthful. So to blend out any harsh edges, I'm just going to take a beauty blender. For my concealer, and this is Rosewood on the back of the hand. You see how glassy it is in comparison to the Haus Labs? Okay, moving right along. Again, swatches of everything that I'm going to be wearing in today's video is going to be swatched in my haul video, and it will be linked in the description bar and also at the end of this video. I don't have any newness on concealer today, so I'm going to be using one of my old favorites, and that's the Pat McGrath concealer. What is it called? The Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection concealer. And this is a perfect concealer. I absolutely love it. I'm going to take the shades M18 and M21. The first shade that I'll apply is M18. And then the next shade I'm going to apply is M21. I am going to be contouring my nose. I did pick up some NYX contour sticks whenever I was in Walmart, so I'm going to go grab those. So this is the NYX Wonderstix, and I'm going to be using the shade Rich. I'm going to use that to contour my nose. And I love it because it has this like oval type tip, and it's perfect for the nose area. And this is the color Rich. It's rich, but it's not too intense, and it has that grayish kind of undertone, which is absolutely perfect for contour. It's very creamy, blends. Well, we're about to see how it blends, but so far, so good. I'm gonna take a Sonia G Blender Pro. I'm going to take a little bit of that concealer, the Pat McGrath M21 concealer, and put it here. I just want those areas to look a little bit more lifted. I'm blending out the concealer with a Sonia G soft concealer brush, by the way. And the Pat McGrath concealer, a little bit goes a long way. I have over-applied, I will admit. I'm gonna go ahead and use the clean side of my beauty blender. This is the side that I had blended out the blush earlier. Taking the clean side. I guess I should blend in my contour down here. There are so many things in this video that I'm super excited for. I have heard so many things about this loose powder. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Blur-fiction 24-hour blurring loose brightening setting powder. This is the translucent shade. I have the translucent deep, and then I have the brightening pink. I'm not going to touch the pink today. I'm going to have to play around with that one because I'm a little intimidated by pink setting powder. You guys let me know if you've tried to, if you've been setting your under eye with the pink powder. I did try it out with the Huda Beauty pink powder and it just didn't do anything for me. So I'll give this a try at some point. My only gripe that I have about this product is the packaging. So it only has a few little holes in here and you don't get very much product out. You have to tap it really hard to get just a little bit. So I'm going to take a little bit of that powder. I'm going to go back into my beauty blender and make sure I haven't creased using a Real Techniques setting brush. I'm going to set that under eye. So for my setting powder today under the eye and all over the face, I'm going to be using the translucent. And then I think that it says it's brightening. I don't know if I should set my whole face with this. This is what the translucent deep shade looks like. I'm going to test it out down here to see if it will alter my foundation shade. My under eyes do look like they are set beautifully. I really do wish that L'Oreal, I wish that they would have came out with a yellow powder. Okay, the under eyes look very, very, very good. Very good. I'm just going to take a little bit more powder and just lay it down here to just bake a little bit. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm going to take a clean sponge and I'm going to take the translucent deep. Okay, what are we thinking? Did it alter? This side is set, this side isn't. Honey, this powder, drugstore powder, look at the blur, honey. Look at this. Oh my goodness. This powder is real pretty. Very, very, very pretty. I'm impressed. Okay, what's next? Okay. And this is the new Dior bronzer. This isn't new, but it's relatively new. And I haven't tried it yet because I was unsure about whether or not I was going to purchase it because I'm a little upset with Dior right now, okay? And we're going to talk about it in another video, but I'm a little upset with Dior and these shade ranges. I looked at the contour sticks, the bronzers, and a couple of other things that I really wanted to try out. And this is the only bronzer for brown skin or dark brown skin, or like I would say like NC42 and darker. Because the other shade, like that medium shade, it's too light. And so I'm really disappointed. I was very hesitant in trying out this bronzer because I'm a little mad at Dior right now. Okay, so for my brush, I'm going to be using the Sonia G Face Pro. I love this one. This is a angled brush. It's very, very lightweight, very airy, and it's goat hair. So let's see what this bronzer can do. I mean, the packaging is everything, right? Love the packaging. But Dior, oh. Dior. We need like at least one more shade deeper than this. Or like a shade in between this and that medium shade. Okay, so this side is bronzed. This side isn't. She does give a really nice amount of warmth. Again, this is the shade Deep. This is the number 4 shade. There's only 4 shades. And yeah, Dior. I am glad that we're getting an ample amount of product for the price, honey, because she is expensive. But like, you know, when I store my makeup, I have like these containers and this doesn't fit, just like the Charlotte Tilbury's don't fit. Anyhow, moving right along, it's a pretty blush. It's a matte formula. It's good. It's just the shade range is crap. Okay, so I do like her. I do, but I'm still a little salty. Okay, you guys let me know what you're thinking. She's pretty. For my powder blush today, and I'm doing the most because sometimes I do like to do the most, but I am honestly doing the most because I'm testing out a variety of products today. So I am gonna go in and use my Dior Rosy Glow blushes, and the 2 shades that I'm gonna be using are Candy and Rosewood, and I'm gonna be applying it just like I did the thick blushes. Going into the darker shade first, this is the shade Rosewood. I think it's very pretty. I'm going to be applying it with the Chikuhodo cheek brush. I'm so glad that blush is having a moment because I can just pile it on and it be socially acceptable. You guys. I honestly can't get over that L'Oreal powder. I'm still like thinking about like pores where. Okay, let me go ahead and apply the Candy shade now. They look very similar. The Rosewood shade is is deeper and it is matte. It doesn't have any reflect in it, which is the reason why I really have been loving the Candy shade. I love a little tasteful luminosity. Because, you know, I do have texture and large pores, so I have to be mindful of that. But honey, is she pretty? I'm gonna go ahead and dust off the bake. Okay, what I'll do next is buff my face. And this is just gonna help reduce any lines of demarcation between my makeup. And I'm gonna be using a product that they don't make anymore, but Laura Mercier changed the name and reformulated without talc. And it's the Candle Glow Sheer Perfecting Powder. This is similar to the Hourglass powders. And this is a shade number 4. You don't get a lot of pigment, but what you get is it's a sheer veil of powder, very finely milled, lightweight powder, and it just gives the skin a perfected look. I've heard YSL has one as well, but you don't see like this one has like a luminosity to it, but you don't really see that on the skin. I'm gonna have to check out the YSL one before the Macy's sale is over, since they don't sell it at Sephora. And when you do this, you need a powder brush that's really, really solid. This is the Redford number 22. This is meant to be a bronzer brush. It's super dense, but what it is very soft. So that's the kind of brush you want for that. You just need a very small amount of powder. Then I'm going to spray my face down with a setting powder. I'm going to let it dry down before I go in with my lips and my mascara. This is an oldie but a goodie. If you've been around for a while, you know I've been on this for many years. This is the Cuddly Beauty Elixir. Love this stuff. It just gives you that lit from within look to the skin. I've been swearing by it for years, like I said. I mean, it's been doing it for me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes, and I'm gonna be trying a new tubing mascara from Makeup Revolution. I don't think that I've ever tried anything from Makeup Revolution, but here recently, there are some products coming out that I'm very interested in. And I recently have been interested in a tubing mascara because I have really teeny tiny lashes, and I love the separation and lift and the ease of removal that a tubing mascara can give you. So, and also that the packaging is pretty. So I'm going to curl the lashes with the Shiseido lash curler. Lashes are curled. I'm super excited about this mascara. I've actually been trying quite a few mascaras, so we'll see. But this is like my first drugstore mascara that I've tried out. If you guys have any other recommendations for drugstore mascara, let me know. Okay, we are looking very lifted, very separated. And you guys, I have bad eyelashes. I'm working on them though. I don't have a lot to work with. That is one coat. I'm gonna go ahead and add like 2 or 3 coats, and we'll see how this thing shakes out.
It was at this moment that she knew. She f***ed up.
Okay, so my mascara is applied, and I really do like the lengthening and separation and lift that this one gives. I do recommend it. It says mega extension. So this one, I want to say it's just one color. It's just black, and I like it. So the test is to see if it flakes throughout the day. So I'll check back in a couple of hours to let you guys know just how the overall face is wearing. Okay, so the finishing touches, the lips. I picked up 3 of the Juvias Places new Longwear lip liners because I had no intentions on buying these. I didn't even know about them, and I just went over and I swatched. And I had to have them. They are really good. I have 3 shades, but today I think that I'm gonna go ahead and wear the shade So Rare. I don't know. Let me contour the lips with Coffee Bean first. So this one is a pretty deep chocolate brown, and I'm gonna fill in the lips with the shade So Rare. And honey, when I tell you, when these set, they don't move. I'll show you. So that's So Rare. It's a beautiful medium brown. I love this color. Okay, lips are filled in with So Rare. And then I have some Dior lip balms that I'm gonna wear or try. There's Toffee, there's Black Cherry. Let me go ahead with Toffee. I love how the tip has like a little curve on it. It fits on the lips perfectly. I do love that. It's a nice touch. So that would be Toffee. It's a nice little shine to it. And let me just go on, since I have some out with what is left on the applicator. That is Black Cherry. All right, so I have many thoughts, but you guys know that I have to wear these things a time or 2 before I come and give you my full review. But I'll just go ahead and let you know that these Dior balms, like, there are other comparable, if not significantly better lip balms available, but you're definitely going to be paying for the packaging. Okay, back to the lip liner. Yeah, they don't move, and I love that. that is going to wrap it up for today's trying new makeup. I hope that you guys like these types of videos. I absolutely love making these types of videos. I am going to come and just give you guys a brief overview of my thoughts on what I applied today from the start. The gripping primer, the texture of it is nice. It is sticky. I would recommend waiting at least 5 minutes before you go on top of with your foundation. So far, so good. I'm not quite sure if it's going to really extend the wear of my foundation. Perhaps I should have applied one side with the primer and one side without. I will go ahead and start doing that in my future videos. But it's nice. And the foundation, the Maybelline Superstay, I did wear the shade 350 today, and it's looking real, real good. So far, that one is pretty much at the very top of the list in regards to products that I tried out today. The Maybelline Loose Powder, 100% bomb. Get it, get it, get it. Especially now that there are multiple stores that have it, not just Target, which was sold out everywhere in the Houston area. So I was just in the store at Ulta and stumbled upon these. They were not online yesterday. Now they are. So really glad about that. Love them. But again, I'll come and check back in to see how it wore. Right now, the face looks like perfection. The Haus Labs Glossy Balm, Blush Balm in the Glassy Clove. It looks very pretty on. It is a really nice one and done. I absolutely love the formula on those. Although they are glassy, they don't look too hydrating on the skin, nor do they really enhance texture at all. Which is one of the things that I wanted to mention about the Dior blush sticks. I did put on the shade Rosewood, and what I saw is it was I'm talking about extremely radiant on the skin. So if you have super, super, super oily skin, this may not be for you. And it does cling to texture. This is more of a sticky formula versus this one is more like a creamy formula. So the stickiness of it, I feel, adheres to hair and texture on the skin. So definitely keep that in mind. The Dior blushes. I picked the shade, like honestly, out of the shades that I picked up, I have 4 different shades and I did a whole video about it. Link down below. The candy shade, I feel I'm really gravitating to more because it's more unique to me in my collection. The cherry and the plum, well, not plum, the cherry and the berry shades are, pretty commonplace these days. A lot of different ranges have those particular shades. And I also really, really love the reflect in the candy shade. I feel like it's tastefully done. The micro particles or pearlescence, it isn't enhancing my texture. So I don't have, actually I was able to get a old formula in Sephora the other day, thankfully, so that I could compare, because what I heard was this formula is better than the previous one. The previous formula was hard to pick up. I didn't necessarily have a hard time picking these up at all. However, aside from the candy shade, I can dupe this rather easily from the drugstore with the L'Oreal, as far as like those colors, the plum and the cherry goes, or in other collections that those colors I can dupe, and the formula I can pretty much dupe, but the packaging is tea. More Dior. The Dior bronzer, the shade number 4, Deep Matte. I do think that the packaging is beautiful. The formula is also nice. It's a flat matte formula. It doesn't enhance texture. It looks very beautiful on the skin. I do love the formula. I don't like the shade range, and I'm very upset with Dior with these limited shade range with their contour sticks and their bronzers and a couple of other things that I'm going to be talking about in a different video. She's cute, but I feel like it's not necessarily a must-have because we have a whole bunch of bronzers that have a similar formula. They don't have this packaging though, but a similar formula in more shade range. So that's that on that. The Juvias Place lip liners, absolutely bomb. If you can get the shades in store, a lot of the shades are sold out. I was only really able to get these 3 shades, and I had to go to multiple stores to get those. So if you really like those, check them out online. I love them. I will be ordering more shades. Okay, now the Dior lip butter. Yeah, lip glow butter. It's cute, you guys. Do I think you're getting such a small amount of product for $42, I believe. You're going to be paying for the packaging here with this charm, honestly. The Laneige lip butters, you have the O. Henriksen lip butters, you have the, what's the other one that I really like? Edam. Those, I like the Edam. So if you like a tinted butter balm, go with the Edam. And it's like almost half the price. So, and it exfoliates. It has ingredients in it that exfoliates gently. It chemical exfoliates the lips. So they're cute, they're trendy, but are they worth the coin? Absolutely not. I'm gonna keep them though. One thing. Oh, I have 2 more products. I did miss the NYX Wonderstix. I didn't use the highlight side, but I will in a future video. I love the packaging on this, the mechanism. I love that you can get right into that nose. You can contour very easily on this. So it's portable. It gets the job done. And I want to say they have a shade even deeper than this. So we've got quite a bit of bases covered as far as the shade range is concerned on this one. And this is one that I can recommend. Last but not least is the mascara. I really like the mascara. We'll see how it wears. If it doesn't flake, I'll say go run and get it. It doesn't give you a lot of volume, but it does separate, lift, and lengthen the lashes, which I need all of those things. So if you like videos like this, please check out my other videos.